Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today I'm gonna show you one of the two deck lists that I thought for the new free-to-play reward that we've got from the Pegasus event. Talking about the Solidarity. So a nice continuous spell card. I still think that is a little bit late into the game. I think it should have been released maybe a couple of years ago to be any near impactful, but I mean, it is what it is. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder: if you enjoyed the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So the first deck list that I'm going to show you is this one with yugioh. So there you go. So as you can see right there, and as you may have seen from the thumbnail, I'm bringing back some Elementsaber, just to have some guys that can defend and can protect themselves, and maybe with a little boost they can become even stronger. So the deck all relies on the Elementsaber stuff. Basically these two guys, Molehu, that is basically a Canadia, a living Canadia on the field, by sending an Elementsaber to the monster from your hand to the graveyard, or if you have your Palace on the field, you can just send an Elementsaber monster from your deck to the graveyard to activate its effect. You can just flip down a face-up monster on the field. It can be even one of your own. So really good, of course. And the La Paula instead has the same cost, but it can negate the activation of spell and trap cards, so it is really nice. Last but not least, just to have that ratio of 7 summonable monster on in the deck, because this is just, I mean, sometimes it can be useful just to search if in case we do not have access to the Palace, but it's just for the ratio, because we have 7 Elementsaber monster plus 3 Palace that basically counts as a monster, just because once you activated them, you can just use the effect and grab one Elementsaber of your choice. So it's really here just for the ratio. I mean, 1 out of 2, because it is 10 out of 20, of course. Then we have the Triple Solidarity, the new free-to-play reward that we've got. Basically, if you have one original type of monster in your graveyard, all the monsters you control get 800 boost. That's really good. Of course, it's actually a significant boost. And what we have next, we have the Elemental Saber Trap, the training that actually can let us swap between these two guys. You tribute the one that you have on the field to summon the other one from your deck. And also you can fill the graveyard in case of your boss, is already in your hands. And of course I'm talking about the Blacklisted Soldier, and to be honest, since I actually got him, I never used him in a deck provided on the channel, so I was pretty happy to use him. Of course, there are no explanation needed for this big boy. Really good, and you're gonna see some cool OTK, of course, thanks to him. For the rest, we have a Monster Reborn that can be used even on this guy if it was properly summoned before being sent to the graveyard. And then last but not least, the Call of the Hunted, some Hex plus special summon for these guys, of course, or maybe even to bring back the big boy. Keep in mind, guys, that this boost of the Solidarity is even actually boosted up by the Palace, because remind that the Palace gives to all the monsters you control a boost equal to 200 per the number of different type attributes in the graveyard. And keep in mind that these guys can change attributes, so it's true that these guys are already dark and light for the Blacklisted summon, but keep in mind that if you have two La Paula, you can just use its effect in the graveyard and change one of those into dark. Same, of course, for the mechanic. You can change its attribute in the graveyard into dark or light, depending on what you need. So guys, don't look at the extra deck. Never use that. You're really never gonna use him. never gonna use it, sorry. So it's really here just in case, but I never used it. Destiny Draw, just, you know, to prevent your opponent from maybe summoning, from maybe, you know, going on with certain attacks. But and most of the times, you know, you can save your Lapa Julia because it has just a 400 attack on the field, so your opponent can just trigger your Destiny Draw if he attacks into the Lapa Julia. So it's just for that. And guys, that was all for the explanation. We can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. Don't mind Luna. I just started playing the field exchange skill to begin with, but then I ended up using Destiny Draw because without playing the Cosmic Salagon, it was really hard to use field exchange. So it wasn't bringing me any advantage. That's why I switched to Destiny Draw. So as you can see right there, the Palace to begin with, and then Solidarity. Why did I already activated that? Because if now I use the effect of Moleu, I'm gonna have a monster in the graveyard, so I'm gonna have the boost. So that's why I did that. So it's got Stratus to begin with, having the Liquid Soldier, then it's got favorite dual skill to send the Neos and grabbing a Miracle Fusion. So it's gonna go in with the Miracle Fusion play to summon a Brave Neos and drawing 2 cards from the effect of Liquid Soldier. Then it's got Neos Fusion. So look at that board, it was pretty big to begin with. He attacked with Neos Knight, but here comes the Spice, the effect of Moleu to actually flip down the Brave Neos. So what happens is that with Solidarity, the Neos Knight just becomes bigger. Now it's gonna be destroyed, but he had the DT Crow to banish the monster from the graveyard, avoiding the effect of Solidarity, and so he could actually swing over my Moleu. So I went with the Lapa Julia summon. I had the training to chill right there. So he went for grabbing another Miracle Fusion, but he didn't activate that. So I can just use training right here to summon the second Moleu from the deck. He's got a Canadian. Unfortunately, I could use the effect of Moleu first to flip down the Neos once again. So it's gonna pop it again, and then use Stratus attack to inflict me even more damage. At this point, I grabbed. It was like a Destiny Draw here. So we had the Black Luster Soldier, so Lapa Julia to begin with, just to make sure that if he activates that, we can negate, because we can negate with the effect of Palace. I mean, with the effect of Lapa Julia combined with Palace. Then we've got the Black Luster Soldier summon. Look at that boy that has 4200 attack and now can attack 2 times thanks to its own effect. So that's how you use Solidarity with Black Luster Soldier, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. Let's see what we have. We've got him to begin, and he has triple set. So of course the best choice is to go for Lapa Julia, compulsory, negated by Lapa Julia because we have an Elementsaber monster to discard. Then setting the training, and we can just attack with no fear, just 400, so we're not gonna trigger any skill. So Ingen, 5 formation Ingen to fusion summon. I went for the negation, and then it's got the Tensu though to have an additional summon. So he summons the Ram using the effect to set a Tanky. Tanky can be activated this turn. Of course, he's gonna have a Rooster, so he can still perform his normal summon thanks to Tensu, and then Rooster's effect to set another Ingen. Now keep in mind, guys, that Lapa Julia negates the activation, and even if Ingen says you can only activate 1 5 formation Ingen per turn, because we negated the activation, he can activate this once again because we negated the first one. So there you go, Ingen to fusion summon into Swan. So once effect inflicts some damage, then he battle phase, and in battle phase he can pop cards, and I actually let him go through because in this case he just triggered my Destiny Draw. Now guys, I made a misplay because I had lethal right here. I could have just used the Palace, I mean Destiny Draw, grab the Palace, activate Palace, grab the Moleu from my hand with the effect of Palace, summon the Moleu, flip that face down with the effect of Moleu, sending a monster with the effect of Palace, then special summon the Black Luster Soldier, attacking the guy that can attack. Of course I can attack twice, because once I attack the first time I pop a monster with the effect of Black Luster Soldier, I can attack twice, so 300 to the face, and then with the attack of Moleu I would have lethal, but I misplayed. I don't know why I picked up Solidarity, so I was just chilling too much, definitely. So I went for the Black Luster Soldier play, and then I realized I couldn't attack, because if I entered the battle phase, he would have been able to use the effect and pop my Black Luster Soldier. So I had to use the effect of banishing, but I couldn't attack then. So he had another chance to win right there. He went with the Rams effect, and then Domei, then the Elephant to draw, to actually to have the ritual monster. But as I saw right here, he can't do nothing with the ritual monster. I mean, there's nothing he could do, so he just attacked, and you know, there's nothing you could do. I even draw the training, because with the training, keep in mind that you can even tribute your Black Luster Soldier to summon a boy, so to summon an ELEMENTSABER boy. So that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Third duel, my boys, against Team Crocodile. So let's see what we've got. Palace to begin with, and I didn't use the effect. I already had what I needed. So it's got the Dark Lord duellinks to begin with. That's fine. Then Typhoon on the Palace, still fine, because we can use the effect of Molehu by discarding the Lava Hulia in our hand. It's got the Fossil Fusion, using my Makani from the graveyard to go into Skullgar, and that's still fine. And here comes the misplay, because I used Molehu's effect to flip that down, but it can't be targeted with the effect of Miracle Fusion, right? But here actually turned out to be a good play, and you know why? Because this guy inflicts piercing damage, and now I triggered my Destiny draw. So it was a top tier play from a misplay. So I could grab my Black Luster Soldier. He comes Palace of the Elemental Lord to grab another Molehu, and you already know what is about to happen. I can just banish to summon the BLS, attack once, effect to attack again, and then Molehu for the lethals. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, my boys, against Yami Yugi. Let's see what we've got. So it's him to begin, not a pretty good hand, because we can't do nothing. So it's got Dineb to begin with. So we're talking about this Stellar Knight deck with double set. So we grabbed the perfect card, Palace to add the Molehu, and then of course Molehu summon to go for Solidarity. Then I use Molehu's effect to flip that down and fill the graveyard, but he went for the Stellar Nova play. That's still fine, because now Molehu is in the graveyard. I can banish both to summon my Black Luster Soldier, then Monster Reborn to steal his Dineb and go for lethal, but unfortunately he's got the Fiendish Chain to avoid the actually the lethal. So he's got the Vega to begin with, summoning the Altair, so he's gonna go with Bethlehemus, but it seems like he does not have a monster to discard. Actually, he didn't want to go into the Triever, so he just attacked the Dineb. That's fine. We draw into Solidarity, we use the effect of Palace, but keep in mind, guys, that right now we can't attack because of the effect of Palace used the previous turn, and still the following turn, because we used Palace, we can't attack. So we just I just flipped my Black Luster Soldier face down, and then flipped face up to avoid the Fiendish Chain. So now the Fiendish Chain is just stuck there. I used the effect of Black Luster Soldier to banish the Bethlehemus, but now we're chilling. I can't attack, as you can see right there. It's got Altair to revive the Dineb and still good. Dineb to grab another Altair, but at this point I can use I mean, he went for Dark Rebellion Exceeds Dragon. At that point I could just use Molehu, and I made a mistake. I should have not, because this guy can't attack, because use the effect of Tellarknight Altair, and only Tellarknight monsters can attack for the rest of the turn, so it was a mistake. I mean, that's still fine. He went for the enemy controller play, but still, guys, he can't attack. He used the effect of Black Luster Soldier to banish. He was still chilling, and then he just cooked, because at this point I could just have grabbed another Palace. My baby, if I got, I couldn't attack this turn. I would have won anyway, so that's how you do it, my boys. There you go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this list. I know this is not the optimized list for ELEMENTSABER. Of course, this is just a funny way to use Solidarity. Of course, if you use the expensive staple replacing the Solidarity, you're gonna have a much better deck. But this is just in case you are you're stumbled upon your you know, the lower ranks in gold rank, in platinum rank. You can use this deck and still have some good results, especially if you do not have access to those big staple. You can just use the Solidarity. This is a free-to-play card. So guys, that was all for today's videos. I hope you enjoyed that, of course, and if you did, just leave a like please and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.